Hello guys, it's Dale here with a new weekly trading ideas video for this week starting the 6th of March 2023. In this video I'm going to talk about 3 trading ideas on 3 different markets, and the first one will be the S&P 500 Futures, which is the ES. So this is what you see before you, the ES, and you're looking at a 30-minute time frame, which is my favorite time frame for day trading analysis. Now what I want to talk about in here is this newly formed support that formed on Friday at 4022. This support is based on the volume profile setup, which I call the trend setup. When there's a trend like this, you want to use the flexible volume profile indicator to look into volume distribution within the trend. By the way, the flexible volume profile indicator, that's indicator that I coded for TradingView platform. Members of my trading course have access to that. So if you want it, you can join us. The members have access to this indicator also on other trading platforms like NinjaTrader or MetaTrader 4. But anyways, let's get back to the analysis. What you want to see within the trend is significant volume bumps. I call those volume clusters. Now, in this case, there's more of them. I chose this one, and I'll tell you later why I chose this one over the rest, all right? Let me now talk about the logic of those volume clusters. Those are places where buyers were adding to their long positions as they were pushing the price upwards, right? Mostly those were institutional buyers, because institutions only are able to trade such huge volumes that stand out on the volume profile indicator. So in this case, this volume cluster is telling us that buyers were adding to their long positions as they were pushing the price upwards. They were adding to their long positions in here, right? This is where the volume cluster is, so in this zone. Now, when there is a pullback to this zone at some point in the future, it doesn't need to be today, tomorrow, could be next week, it doesn't really matter when, but when the price reaches this zone again, then it is likely that buyers from here, from this heavy volume zone, will want to defend this zone and push the price upwards from there again, right? Because clearly this zone is important for them because they placed a lot of their longs here, so that's why they should become active and push the price upwards from there again. Now, at this point, I like to tell you why I picked this volume cluster over the rest of the volume clusters. The reason is that this volume cluster has a nice confluence with another trading setup. The other trading setup is a price action setup, because if you look in here, then the price reacted very sharply in this zone. And if I extend this level which we have here, it is right here. So what this is telling us is that this zone already worked as a significant resistance in the past, right? Because the price bounced off this area very aggressively, right? So that's why I'm saying that this worked as a strong resistance. Now, when the price blew past that resistance on Friday, the resistance turned into a support. This is a price action setup that I like to trade, and the setup says that a resistance which got broken turns into a newly formed support. And that's what we have in here, all right? So that's why I picked this volume cluster to trade from, because of that confluence with that price action setup. All right, so 2 trading setups are telling me that this should work as a strong support. So that's why I picked it. So what we need to do now is just wait for the pullback and then take it from there. So that's for that support on the ES. Let me now switch over to another trading idea. The next one will be on Bitcoin. So what you have before you now is the Bitcoin chart, 30-minute time frame. And what I want to talk about in here is this resistance which formed at 23,390. This one is based on the volume profile setup, which is called the volume accumulation setup. What the volume profile is showing us here is that in this tight rotation zone, heavy volumes were accumulated, right? Those volumes. And why I'm interested in this rotation and the volumes here is that after this volume accumulation, there was this crazy strong sell-off. This crazy strong sell-off is telling us that sellers were building up their short positions in here. And this is a significant information which we can work with, because when the price makes a pullback to this level in the future, then it is likely that sellers from here will want to defend this zone, which is important for them, and push the price downwards from there. Right? It's important for them because they placed a lot of the shorts here. So that's why they should defend this zone. They should become active and push the price aggressively downwards. And that's why this should work as a strong resistance. Alright, so now we just need to wait for the price to come back. I'm not saying that this will happen today, tomorrow, or next week. I'm saying that when this happens, if this happens, then chances are that the price will react here. A lot of people ask me if they should go long from here because they think that the price must come to this level. It doesn't need to come to this level. I'm only saying that if the price comes to this level, then I'm going to be trading from here because chances are that there'll be a reaction. All right, so that's it for that resistance at the beginning of this heavy volume zone. And let me now switch over to another chart. The next one will be on the Euro Swiss franc. So this is the Euro Swiss franc, and the strong resistance that I want to talk about is at 1.0028. This one is based on the volume accumulation setup, the same setup I showed you on Bitcoin. In this case, it looks a bit differently, and also the volumes here are not as significant, but still I think that this is a strong level to trade from. It is a resistance which is based on those volumes which got formed within this little rotation. Now, as you can see, the volume profile in this area which I selected shows also significant volume clusters in here and also a very significant volume zone in here. But a reason why I'm talking about this volume cluster is because the aggressive and strong sell-off started from here, right? Especially this crazy strong sell-off. This is telling us that strong sellers were present here, building up their short positions. And even though the volumes are not as heavy as in here, the aggressivity is way stronger. If you compare this sell-off with this very shy start of a sell-off, right? And that's why I'm showing you this one. So it's not only about the volumes, but also about price action, about the aggressivity that shows after the volumes are accumulated, right? So in this case, sellers were active here, building up their short positions, which they followed by this aggressive sell-off. So this level should work as a strong resistance because those sellers should become active when the price reaches this resistance again. They should actively defend this heavy volume zone, which is clearly important for them, and they should try and push the price downwards from there again. They do this using market orders, which are aggressive orders that institutions use to move and manipulate the market. So again, what we need to do is just wait for the pullback here and take it from there. It doesn't need to be today, tomorrow. We just need to wait. For example, set an alert or a limit order, but you need to be careful about macro news. But if there's no upcoming macro news, then you can use limit orders and trade it. All right. So that's about the trading idea on the Euro Swiss franc. If you guys are interested in learning more about volume profile trading, and also if you are interested in getting your hands on my custom-made volume profile and other indicators, then I recommend visiting my website, this is it, trader-dale.com. And if you click this button, which says browse courses, then it will take you to my courses and indicators. There are two packs. The first one is called the Elite pack and focuses on volume profile trading. And here there's a video which you can watch and it will show you everything that's included in the Elite pack. And the other pack is called the Oriflow pack and it focuses on day trading using Oriflow. Again, there is a video which you can watch and it will show you everything that's included. In here, there is a quick chat. You can use it if you have any questions and we will be happy to help. Alright? So that's about that. And before I wrap this video up, what I like to do is announce the winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my 3 new indicators for TradingView, which you saw in this video. Right now on your screen, you see the name of the person who won those indicators. So congratulations to the winner. And what I'll do is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing you need to do to participate is leave a comment below this video that I'll upload on YouTube. And next week, I'll randomly pick one person to win my new TradingView indicators. Alright, so that's about that. That's about the video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy trading.